who are not here. Okay, recording is for documentation purposes then. So that meron tayong yung recording is also a way to review, no? And especially for those who are not here, some of you, ano kasi din have stuff to do. But this is our schedule din for synchronous class. And then by next week, magkakaroon tayo ng new module. And then there's not ba yung colored pencil ang next na. So kumusta yung yung latest natin? Colored pencil, very easy and straightforward, dry medium. No, ang complication lang is iba-iba yung yung works na yung mga perspective drawings that I gave you. I'm hoping to see also the solution to the shadow casting is gusto ko makita kung na nyo na implement nyo, right? So amongst you would like to volunteer at least comment ko and then ways for you to improve, or do I randomly pick volunteers? Anyone for exercise 10? Wala. Mr. Osena, let's go with yours.
Sir, pwede ako.
Oh, wait. Sino? Bakit? Isabel. Okay, sige. Saved by Isabel. let's have a... Let me just turn on my other screen. That's there. It's in the way. No, is this so? No. Ibang section. Yes. All right. So ito yung cube, no? Some of you might recognize these from my class before. Remember these? These were the cubes from Umomoto's designs. Still nami-miss nyo some of you, no? Yung shadow casting drawing. So some of the things like for example, this one, the shadow cast niya is this line. Yes, tama. Pero you keep forgetting that there's another line here that needs to be casted, like underneath. Yan. So partially, nandito yun. Kaganon siya. Okay, other than that connects to that. Okay? So, like, tama. So that's correct. This is the outline. And then this one is another plane. So it goes all the way there. So medyo, okay, so top, yan, tama. Right, tama. So it does this. Then here, you have that. Goes like that. Pero yung ito, ganun. Kasi yung may vertical siya dito. So ito yun. Ganun. So the same plane. Okay, Isabel? And then
Okay po.
here, okay. Here, meron tayong ganyan, tama. Ganon. That's the shadow cast for that. Pero, nasan yung vertical mo? Yung vertical mo gaganon, horizontal. So that is there. Okay? Ang ang point nito is all of this if you're para masanay din. I mean like pwede kayo mag-shadow cast, gaganon nyo and you know, it's like an easy thing prior to ano. I'm handling ArcTest 3 this term also. And yun nga, they still rely on 3D. They cannot seem to do a bit of freehand. And then yun nga, walang shadow casting yun. Hindi ko nakikita yun. So these are your sketches. Okay. So this is a full window ba? Right? When you say full window, it means, okay, it's like the entire thing is from the floor up, but it's a window, right? It's a full window. Tawag doon. So this is the line. No, where do you do thicker lines? Ba't ganyan? Ano nangyari sa mga shallow casting mo? Sorry. By the way, this is elevated kasi this is yung flooring niya. Okay, so we could say that this is the length projected dito yung line. So therefore, shadow casting niya pa ganun. 45 degrees, ganyan. Nandito yung shadow casting dapat. Isabel, do you understand this? Kasi elevated siya. So we take the same length here, goes down there. So this entire thing is that length. This is level 0. Level 0. Okay, so that's the 0 and that's the 0. Yung point na yun. Alright? So yung shadow casting mo dapat is the outline of this one. This one is this. So nandito siya pa ganun. Pa ganun. And then it's all the way here actually. Ganyan, ganyan. And then this is not ground. It's still up in the air. So it's extended. So ito yun. Ganun. Okay, nandito. So yung shadow volume niya ganyan. Right, this one, since it's here, the shadow is by coincidence nandito. So if we take a look at your shadow casting on your structure, okay, fine. Pero ito, this is like there's a shadow cast of this. So ito yung nagka-cast dito. Right, that's the shadow. And then here, ito yung edge ng ano. So it's something like this. Kasi you are casting this edge over to here on this plane. Okay, so this is supposed to be a bit darker, like this one. Kasi if the sun is at this direction, this should be a bit more contrasted, right? With a tiny shade of this, just to differentiate between these two planes, okay? Two different planes. Like this one, you did it here. And then this one has a bit of shadow casting onto the, well, glass. Pwede hindi. Pero usually, yeah, ganyan. Something like this. Here, ano to? This is a door?
Yes po.
Okay. Let's take a okay. Tapos kapag ano yung mga tao nyo ha, try to really avoid yung mga ganito. So it's supposed to be smaller even. Ang ganyan. It's more, looks more, much better than something like this. All right? Let's try to, ang ganyan. Takes a bit of practice, but let's try doing our people like this. Huh? Tapos scribbling. Okay, this is not a good yung scribbling, gaganon-ganon ka lang. No. Let's try to do it with the shade, the technique. I never taught you guys scribbling, but rather the strokes. All right? Tapos may differentiation between this. Sana naging lighter to. A bit, yeah. This is fine. But Isabel?
Yes po.
All right. Okay, yung mga tips, no? So, probably you'd like to redo this. Tapos yung thick lines natin, all right? So, did you do, saan yung mga thicker lines and thinner lines? And there's not much differentiation. Now, here, ginawa mo siyang, is there a reason why you, it's supposed to be like this? Hindi siya nag-ano. All right. Yung thicker line, yung like this one, is there a reason why you have this thickened?
Parang sa design related po yun sa yung sa window
Paano?
na design na makapal.
Hindi makapa. No, the framing of the windows are actually inside. Actually, this is thinner. Kasi every time you try to do this na, yung detail of the corner na, so in perspective, dapat ito, ganun lang kasin. Itong line dito is following the vanishing point there, right? Like this one is going off to there, going off somewhere there. Pero ito kasi naka-angle, pupunta siya dito. Okay? Take note of these details. Like that line here, over here, it's going there. Dapat, pag ganun. Kasi this is, pag ano, the y-axis pala. Pag ganun dapat. Okay? Tapos, yung thick line na ganito, okay, the framing is actually here inside, not the outside. Kasi kapag is this, okay, so, teka lang, let me understand this. Kasi ano yung line na to? The inner line. Is that the wall? At saka ano, you don't thicken this. Ang tinithicken mo is yung outside, di ba? The exterior. At saka things too, ito, dapat naging thicker siya. Like so, to differentiate the volume. Na ito, this is more front. Spatial kasi ang communication dito. The lines, the thicker lines communicate spatial, meaning difference of spacing. The farther the object is supposed to be, actually volume, no? So you note the outside volume of something. It communicates that volume that is separated from this plane. They're two different distances. And then pwede rin yung ito thick, mas thicker. No, actually this one thicker. And the rest are pwedeng normal. Pero pag ganito kasi, this entire volume here, it's much more front than here. So it's thicker. It's to communicate that, you know, there's a different plane. It's called a spatial, yeah, to differentiate spatial differences. Yeah. Okay ba? Masyado ko ng mess.
Yes po.
Okay. Tapos details of the inside. Okay, so if you have something like this that shows the interior space, it's good to have a thin line to note the interior space. For example, if the corner of the wall is there, if kung sundan natin yung perspective drawing, yung lines that goes to the vanishing point there, no? This one goes, okay, if the corner of the ceiling is there, and then it goes like that, and probably we could note that that's the corner of, yeah, pwede rin yun. Is that the corner of the room? Yeah, the corner of the room, that's there. Okay, let's take yours. Pero may mga silhouettes of things. If this is something that you want to create, no? Parang, okay, if you draw a farther person, it's a much more lower kasi nandito yung the flooring is slightly there, dipped. So it's the person's there. Yung mga things like to note what that is. Again, that is there. But you don't need to place in so many people. Pero yung nga, to note that certain things are here. Okay? Isabel,
Okay po.
pwede mo na improve to. Save draft. Okay, next, the last one. 2 samples lang tayo. Volunteers. Wala. Let's go with Mr. Osena ng Ari Sander.
Okay po, sir.
All right. Oh. Tapos bakit ka nag-round windows dito? Any particular reason?
Wala, sir. Aesthetic.
Huh?
Wala naman pong reason.
Wala naman design. Mm-hmm. All right. So certain things that is happening here, no? Okay, you have the car. Huh. Yung ano mo, yung strokes mo, yung first ano ko, is I didn't teach you guys to do all these, you know, random strokes. This is done very fast. But not fine enough to didn't spend a lot of time on this. Okay, how's this happening like this? Hindi yan, ano, nangyari dito. Okay, if we are to take a look. Ano kasi, nasa angle. I can't quite, you know, see the, if you're photographing it at an angle, there's documenting it like, okay, ito yung tama. Pero if, kasi kapag nagdo-document kayo, could you, it's better to have it, like 90 degree perpendicular to the paper, the camera, so that I could really inspect it better. It's harder for me to, to inspect it like this, no? So if, okay, that's correct. goes like this. That goes all the way down. If you take a look at this, you take that distance, the same from here. Now, if yeah, that's the same level. And then you graph it like that. So it's somewhere here, tama. And then this length, 90 degrees, it stops there. And then it has to have an edge like this. Now it goes up again. Now, if it goes up the same length like this. So nandito yung yung edge nito. And then that edge is projected down here. And then it goes down like this to here, same length. And then it goes like that. Goes down like this, somewhere here, yung point. And then, ano yung edge? Pag ganon. Right? So may mga certain things like, okay, so it goes all the way down. If you take the same distance, kasi ang ano dito is maximum is here. Take that length, same length, going the way down, and that's where you project. And when you project that, that's the edge of this. And then it goes 90, okay, so that much degree, kasi naka-distort. So you might be right here. Ayan. That's the outcome. Okay, ito naman, if we take a look at this now, that's a plane. So the corner is here, right? Sander, are you following me? And then it goes into that point, goes here. So it sort of like the casting is somewhere there. Shadow of this edge. No, this edge, somewhere here. Yun. So wala siyang shadow na ganyan. Right? Ito, how is this determined? And it goes down this much when it hits there, tama. And then this is not shadowed because the sun is coming here. This is supposed to be, well, it's a bit shaded to differentiate this. This is much more whiter. Tama naman. Pero dapat lighter pa. Pero, and then the shadow casting for this one here. Now you can determine it by doing something like this. Control. Yun, yung ito, shadow cast nito, nandito. Ganon. So shaded yan. Pero here, it goes to, yeah, and this entire thing is shaded by the shadow cast of this volume. Say all the way, right? Does it make sense, guys? Right? Just to, it's just, a bit of, the exercise. This is the reason why yung, shadow casting exercises are done from before. Practice it. Paano tignan natin kung paano mo i-implement onto different objects. So, yeah, I think we should have more of these exercises. What do you think? Should I give the rest, all of you, the rest of the, the different types of configurations and orientation para mag-practice kayo ng shadow casting a bit more? It's fun. Now, how do you guys feel about this? What's the, what's the consensus? Pero, Arisander, I need you to do this much finer because right now, it's looking very rushed and it's very, very not, it doesn't show any of the casting that, the shadow casting that is correct, no? All right. Of
Sir,
course. Yes?
medyo na-confuse po kasi ako sa shadow kasi yung dun po sa video, parang nasa top po yung ilaw. Kaya medyo na ano din.
It's a bit more,
Hindi ko
hindi,
namin sa
45
shadow.
degrees. 45 degrees. Di ba? I explained all of this. Well, I already explained it here. On paano yun, how exactly you could solve yours. Just give me the, the correct configuration. Bakit ito orange? It means it's glass. There are certain things that needs to be dito. It's like nasaan yung wall? Kung ito is full glass. Kasi yan, may thickness of wall, which is something like here. You can't really try to do something like this. No? Tapos ito, kapag glass, usually it's naka-offset siya inside a bit more. Right? And of course, ano pa yung mga elements to, architectural elements. And then the thickness, like certain things like you have to, ang ano kasi gusto ko rin makita yung details, no? like little tiny details, like example, corners meeting, drafting. That's number one rule. That yun, hindi nag-meet nga to eh. Hindi nag-meet yung corner na yun. There's like finesse, a bit more attention to the details. Nga, in the shadow casting, of course, tao. It could be better than, ito nga yung minention ko na never try to do a round head. Okay? Are you there? This could be better. And then, of course, my comment, that bakit itong line, this thing, it's going there. It's supposed to be going like this. So it's a very thin line. Yan, kapag that line does not go to there, but rather it goes to the vanishing point to the right. Actually, it's more very horizontal. Parang halos wala ka ng line na nakikita, secondary line. Right? Because it's so low. Kasi we like, if this is 1.5 meters eye line, right? Nandun siya. Manang low yung window mo. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this could be improved with the strokes. Do the finer work could be better, right? Contrasting. Oh, look at this. Sana medyo there's no white areas there. You could have pushed it to be a bit more finer than this. The strokes, again, I did not teach you how to do all of this very random type of very fast trying to do these things. Okay. So what we're learning in this ARVCOM4 is really a fine way of doing of doing things a bit more with detail. Kasi you're communicating something, learning how to render, we're learning how to draw properly, we're learning how to communicate it like an artistic thing. Kasi these, some clients are really they are attracted with drawings. Parang they're amazed that we could draw very well. With our Australian clients, they normally say yes to upon seeing yung freehand drawn respective drawings. So I can have this since I'm seeing this, the shadow casting is there, and to do this, shadow cast there. Then yun. Long strokes kasi I was in a hurry already and it was very rushed. So this is the outcome. And then so there. What do you think? My style is more of the violet. yellow, the warmness. So the cool color and violet. And I was using Ko Ainur. Okay, if you're familiar with that Holland brand, we use a 36 or 40. They like to, yeah. So this is entire thing. No? So different styles kami. But of course, I've matured since then. But yeah, even there's the sun is it does the sun is through like there. I could hint that it's still there, but it was dusk. Bakit nagkaroon ng shadow dyan? Teka muna. If the sun is there, bakit ang shadow dyan? Mali. There's not supposed to be a shadow casting. Anyway, questions, reactions. So colored pencil, I'm just showing you possibilities of colored pencil that could be very well be replicated. You know, the ink lines. Yun nga, pay close attention to that. You know. Some wonderful medium. May questions tayo? If not, we could end this and then good luck for may midterm exams pa kayo. Wala naman, right? But there's a lot of work. Ano ba yung mga work na pinapagawa sa inyo this coming this time around?
Sir, more on presentations po.
Parang midterm, pero walang exam ng midterm, pero they're asking for presentations. Mga minors ba to? All right. I guess that's it. Hopefully you learned something from all this sharing that I did. Yeah. Okay. So that's it then, I guess. We end this meeting and see you. No, probably not. Probably no meeting next week. But rather I just deploy the work. Okay. All right. That's it then. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po,
Bye.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.